carefully, y'all. Solomon's life teaches us men, listen carefully. You can get exactly what you want from life, and apart from God, it'll simply provide futility. You can get the job. You can get the home. Could you get me a napkin? You can get exactly what you want, the boat, whatever is your dream. But if God isn't in it, it'll simply be futility. Remember we talked about Daniel? It said Daniel, there you go. He wasn't successful. See, the world tells you just get the end result, just be successful. Sidebar, Judas's life. You know what Judas's life teaches us? Judas's life teaches us that you can get the money, but hate what you become in the process. You can get the money. He got the 30 pieces of silver, but he hung himself. You can get the money. You can get exactly, I don't mean partially, you can get exactly what you want in life. But only God can give you the capacity to enjoy it. Joseph's life teaches us about a man who kept doing right when wrong was happening to him. Joseph did what was right for 13 years before he got his break. And nothing but wrong happened to him. You say, but Brother Chris, I've been laid off a long time, 13 years. You say, but Brother Chris, I've been struggling in my marriage a long time, 13 years. He kept doing right with wrong happening to him. Listen to this principle from Joseph's life. Joseph's life teaches us that, listen carefully, fellas, he refused to give anyone so much control over his life that they could steal what God was trying to do in him. He refused. Who have you given control over? I love what Jesus said. He said, no man takes my life. I lay it down. Is an ex-wife taking your life? Is a boss taking your life? Joseph refused to give anyone so much power that they could steal what God was trying to do in his life. Man, that's a principle. Joseph's life teaches you that God may not take you to the top till you have the grace to forgive those who hurt you on the way up. I mean, I got two brothers. If they had treated me like Joseph's brothers had treated him, when I'm second in command, I would have been like, man, your butt's mine now, boy. I'm going to wear that out. I'm going to wear that out, boy. I'm second Joseph. But his life teaches us that God may not take you to the top until you have the grace not to punish those who hurt you on the way up. Don't let your motivation be the ex-wife. Don't let him be the emotionally distant father. Don't let your motivation be revenge. Vengeance is mine, says the Lord. Romans 14:19, I believe. I will repay. Moses' life teaches us that you can be an overnight failure. We know stories about overnight successes. Moses was an overnight failure. He was the fresh prince of Egypt for his first 40 years. And then all of a sudden, he started tripping. What do you think Moses' life was like when he woke up the first day on the backside of the mountain and said, wait, have you ever woken up and asked yourself, how did I get here? Wait, 24 hours ago, what? He was an overnight failure. Perhaps you're in a recent downsizing. You've lost your home. You've lost your family. We want to study Moses' life. He experienced literally the intoxication of success and the devastation of insignificance. So let me close by saying this. I want to give you a couple of statements that I want you to really meditate on. I've given my life to thinking about this subject matter. Number one, most men only change by crisis. And it's my prayer, please, don't make crisis your change agent. A crisis in your marriage, a crisis in your health, a crisis in your finances, a crisis with your children. Don't, I beg you, I'm trying to do this. Don't make crisis the change agent. The next statement I want to make about men, and I've already alluded to it, is this. When we get in trouble, most men isolate. Please, come to church. Come to the meetings. You need another brother to look at you and say, what's up, dog? What's up? Nah. Something's not right. You need the iron sharpening iron. Don't isolate. The next statement I want to make about men is that, and this is why you need these meetings. I need these meetings. You've already ministered to me. The Lord's honored me for coming just by your presence. Most men are going through life suffering silently. In other words, we're screaming at a frequency, but no one else can hear us. We look at our marriage and we're going, we look at our finances as we reach retirement and we go, we're screaming, this is why you need fellowship. We're suffering silently. We're the dog at the pet store. And then to take the edge off, you know what I'm saying, we start engaging in unhealthy patterns. Do you know there's folklore that in Alaska, when Eskimos want to kill wolves, what they do is they kill like a deer or an antelope, and then they find the sharpest blade they can find, and they take the blood of the antelope and they pour it in a bucket. They take the blade and they dip it in a bucket, and then they pull it out, let it stay in the air for a little while. The cold air causes it to freeze. Then they dip it in again and start coating the blade. You with me? Then they put the blade in the ground, blade up, and leave. Then all of a sudden, a pack of wolves smell the blood. Then they race to the blade, and then they start licking on the blade, and licking, and feverishly licking, enjoying, and licking, until they realize that the blood that they're now consuming is no longer the antelope, it's their tongue. That's what compromise does. Oh, initially, it goes down good. But as you start feverishly, you need more, and bigger doses, and more, and more, and more, and more, and more. Next thing you realize, it's now killing you.